Oh. Boss, can I get another one of these? I got a game to do tomorrow. You know those are non-alcoholic, right? Oh. Well, can I get another one?
Well, the Zeros continue their tour de Carolina with a stop here in Chapel Hill before finally making their home debut at Five County Stadium next week. It's the Mint Green versus the Sky Blue. I'm Scooter McChevrolet here with the Zeros Network, ready to get this one underway and see if the Zeros can pick up their first W against an in-state opponent. The boys are ready to burst out the tunnel here, looking good while they do it. Can the Zeros pull it off? The upset to end all upsets to shake up the fabric of North Carolina. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Week 2 of the college football season, and the Zeros are receiving first again. First play of the game now, and the Zeros had a great drive to start it off against number 1 Texas. Can they keep that momentum going here with a good drive to start it off? Here's a bubble screen out to Mr. Foreman. He's going to get up to about the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7. Here's DePaul coming off a pretty pedestrian game against Texas. This time he finds his man Demetrius Williamson across the middle, hoping to get him more involved this one. 3rd and short. Finds his man underneath with the crossing pattern. McLawler, he's coming out in the empty backfield now. Needing to make something happen on a 3rd and long. DePaul escapes right. DePaul over the defender's head. Finds his man Foreman. Foreman about 2 yards short of the first down sticks, but brings up a decision. And here in hostile territory, Gene Zambini keeps his foot on the gas pedal. Another 4th down on the first drive of a game. Can they convert this one too, like they did in Texas? And there's his man. First down. Javion Foreman, 3 catches on this one already. So fresh set. Moving on. DePaul, handoff to Tyson. Tyson finds a gap. Tyson swerving inside the hash marks, hitting that UNC logo and just before midfield now. Read option. Tyson gets the handoff again, and Tyson swerving some more, and this time is going to pick up the first down. 11 yards on the ground for Keontae Tyson. Another handoff, 3rd in a row. Tyson finding more yardage here. Here we go now, big 3rd down. DePaul backing up, fires. Demetrius Williamson gets involved early. Oh, nice play created by DePaul, and nice grab by Williamson just in front of his defender. Grabs it, brings it down, moves forward for a first down. It's a new set here for the Zeros. Coach Zambini said after last game it was his fault that he didn't get his playmakers more involved. He was talking about Williamson, he was talking about Tyson, and thus far, them two have been shining here on this drive. Tyson trying to hit the edge. Tyson, nothing doing there. Gonna bring up another 3rd down. A couple conversions already for the Zeros. Let's see if they can keep it moving. DePaul. Tyson finds his man. Tyson in space, and Tyson to the 5-yard line. Keontae has been the man so far this drive. 22-yard reception on that one, and the Zeros are in the red zone. Here's the snap. They're going to fire it out to him. See if he can hit that edge. He cannot, and he's taken down. 4th down, goal-to-go situation, and Zambini not blinking brings the men back out. 4th and goal in enemy territory. Fires it. Caught. Javion Foreman. Touchdown. Zeros. Another first drive touchdown for the boys. Ian Wells for the extra point. Count it. And another opening drive. Masterclass from Gene Zambini. The Zebulon Zeros take an early lead here in Blue Heaven. Play action. Gio moving. Gio finds a man across the middle, moving up in the pocket, and a big strike for the Carolina offense on the first play. Gio maneuvering around in that pocket. He's a very athletic quarterback. Transferred from South Alabama. Here's a handoff. Up the middle. North Carolina already moving. Shades of last game when Texas entered quickly with a touchdown to match the opening drive from Zebulon. Here's Davion Gauls. Davion hits the edge. Davion spinning, shoving some dudes off, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Already a goal-to-go situation for the North Carolina offense. Can the Tar Heels cash in? 1st and goal. Gio Lopez calling some shots. Lopez escaping. Lopez makes Terrell miss. Lopez is going to have the touchdown. And the fans in Carolina Blue on their feet right in front of this student section here at Keenan Memorial Stadium. They're going to knot it up at 7. Zeros back on offense here. Very familiar situation. Last game, they had the first drive touchdown answered by their opponent. Now, will they get 3 like they did last game? Will they get 7? Will they get anything? Might stall out already. Let's see if DePaul has something up his sleeve. DePaul, man across the middle. McLawler, sure-handed. That's that safety valve that DePaul loves so much. McLawler, second grab of the game, and it's a big one, moving it up towards midfield. Looking for the seams here on this one. Williamson. Room! Williamson got the catch up to the 20-yard line and brought down. Had space. DePaul put it on the money, and the Zeros are back into the red zone. Just like that. Last play of the first quarter, Tyson almost had a gap there, but he gets dragged down from behind. And end of quarter 1, and yet again, the Zeros have it knotted 7-7 against a tougher opponent. This time, though, no neutral site. We are in enemy territory. And a chance as DePaul gets knocked down, swarmed by about 3 defensive linemen. It's Smith Vilbert who gets credited with the sack, and the Zeros go backwards, bringing up a 3rd and long. Trying to hit the man on the slant. Scooter Page knocked out of his hand. Defender got a hand in there, swatted it, and it looks like they're going to settle for 3. Ian Wells out now for the field goal. Looks true. Is true. Laundry on the field. Ian Wells is on the ground. We might get a new set of downs here.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
We do. Zebulon catches a break. Belichick's got to be screaming his headset off right now. Across the middle, Williamson, first touchdown on the season, and that's how you get the other man involved. Here's the replay of the pigskin angler. Wide receiver 1 making the grab, touchdown, gets his boys a 6-point lead. Extra point, Ian Wells, true, and a 7-point lead for the Zeros. It was stalled out. They had 3 on the board, but North Carolina roughing the kicker. Ian Wells standing strong on that one with the PAT. And the Zeros strike again on their second drive. Snaps it, handoff to Davion Gauss, trying to hit that outside again. And he gets running room, 8 yards on the carry. Gauss, 2 outside handoffs, finding nice room. They're setting the edge pretty well over there. Here's a fake handoff, throw outside on a little out route RPO, and he's going to get the first down. Handoff, Gauss, more running room. He has been hitting the holes and finding some space, keeping them ahead in the down and distance. 2nd and 3 now. Lopez drops back. Another little out route, finds his man. First down. Double slant action. Lopez stays patient, finds his man across the field. Easy first down pickup for the Tar Heels. Nearing 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this first half. And Terrell plays it nicely but gets shoved off. Davion Gauss moves forward for 3, but it could have been about a loss of 3 or 4. Gio Lopez taken down. That's Jarian Love again. He had 2 sacks last game, adds another one today, getting his total up to 3 on the season, and we are not even through the first half of game 2. They can't stop Jarian Love up front. Lopez scanning, Lopez moving, fires it deep. Oh, the man had position. But even better defense, swatting it away out of his hands, and the Tar Heels are going to settle for 3 here on the 4th and 12. And it is through the uprights. Finding Scooter Page on the drag route. Page had a big game last game. The slot guy. DePaul moving the ball around a lot more this game. It was pretty much all Page. McLawler. This time he's getting some other guys involved. Here's Tyson finding a couple yards on the handoff out of the pistol. Scanning, backing. Finds his man Tyson underneath, and it's blowing up. But again, Zambini keeps the man on the field. The offense is out. 4th and short. Still in their own half of the field. Here we go. DePaul. Maybe got a man underneath. Throws it, Foreman, sure hands, makes the grab right on the logo. And that's going to move the chains, baby. Zebulon Zeros first down. Running the RPO, bubble slant combo. DePaul takes it, throws it. This might be an ineligible man downfield. He took a while to throw that ball.
Pass interference. Offense.
Offensive pass interference. So about the same result as an eligible man would be. It's going to be a accepted penalty from Bill Belichick. They want to get it all back right here. 2nd and 23. After the offensive pass interference on the botched RPO. The play action, and DePaul doesn't even have time to look up before he's planted. Like a flag in an Ohio State-Michigan rivalry game, he's on the ground. 3rd and long. They're just going to hand it off to Tyson, see if he can make some magic happen. Tyson hits the edge. Got a little bit of space, but I don't think he's going to beat that man. He won't. Number 5's going to wrestle him down. And Keontae Tyson cannot move the chain for the squad this time. It's going to be a punt back to the Tar Heels. This is going to be the 2-minute warning. North Carolina, a 4-point deficit here in Chapel Hill. Nearing the end of the first half. Can they put a drive together here? Lopez moving around, steps up, fires across to his man, the tight end Johnson. Hurry up offense. They've got a first down. Clock starts moving again. 1:50. The Tar Heels snap it. The Tar Heels. Gio shaking off the man. Room to run up to the 50, and he slides down past the 50 into Zero's territory. He was dead to rights in the backfield. I believe it was Jarian Love. This time, though, gets hit as the ball is released. No fumble, and there's Jarian Love making a play. Man, this senior is an absolute menace leading this defensive line. He has been in the quarterback's face both games. 2nd and 10 now. The Tar Heels fire it outside. Not much room. The clock keeps ticking, and Zambini elects to take the timeout. Looking for the stop here on 3rd and 6. Maybe get the ball back with about a minute and change to go. They're going to dump it short, and he's going to be stopped before the first down. Zambini, 2nd timeout, 1:21. And the Tar Heels are going to punt the football. Trying to find a man. Williamson underneath. Williamson pop. Ball jars free. Might be best case scenario there. Clock does stop. But you do want to pick up this first down. You don't want to give the Tar Heels another chance with all 3 of their timeouts. They're going to hit the man on the curl route, and Foreman, a man draped on top of him, brings it in. Might have learned those action moves from his grandfather, Steven Seagal. Is on the snap. Tries to force it into coverage, and lucky it's not intercepted. Time. Fires across the middle. Nice in-breaking route from Scooter Page. And a throw with anticipation from DePaul, moving the sticks. The snap. Tries to fire it out to Williamson. Undercut by the defender, but dropped. Another dropped interception by North Carolina. Another break for David DePaul. 3rd and 10. 7 seconds to go. It's pretty much one player bust to get into field goal range. Trying to find him. Another undercut, and the quarterback doesn't even put his hands up. Breaks in front of Williamson. 4th and 10. It's just going to be a Hail Mary attempt here. The Zeros, barring a miracle, are going to come up empty on the last drive of the first half. Fires to Page. He's got room, but short of the end zone, and he gets popped. No catch, no points. 14-10 as we round it back up here. To start the 3rd quarter, it's going to be Lopez and the Tar Heels offense taking the field first. They've got the home crowd behind them. Student section to their back. The Zeros looking to make a name for themselves against an in-state opponent. Maybe a rivalry brewing here in Chapel Hill. Men on the line trying to stop that run game. They'll hand it off again, and still Goss with space. Moving up to about the 48-yard line. He's got 55 yards on 6 carries, a really efficient clip. Fires it on the slant, got his man. First down, Tar Heels, Kobe Paysour. The senior wide receiver had a heck of a game last game, 7 catches for 112. Quarterback gets speared to the ground. Ball comes loose, but they're going to call it incomplete. It was just as he ripped it from the running back, but they're going to say it was an incomplete pass. Was very, very close for sure. I believe it was Taj Coles that got in there. Big Sam linebacker. Freeman. Across the middle, but Terrell's there! Terrell with the interception! And flips momentum here! Gets it back to the Zeros offense! Octavius Terrell, number 5, with that swagger in the mint green. Big time interception, and the fans are stunned here in Carolina. And I just don't think Lopez saw him. Steps right in front of Pesor. Easy interception for the big guy. Gonna hold it. DePaul gets knocked down. And immediately, oh man, DePaul is down. DePaul is holding his ribs. DePaul's going to have to come out of this ball game, and into the game is Tyler Olsen. Tyler Olsen in a huge third down. First snap for the Zebulon Zeros. The old man. What does he have up his sleeve here? 3rd and 9. 7 seconds on the play clock. They get it off. Throws it out. Dime to Williamson on the outside. Back shoulder beauty. Tyler Olsen comes in and delivers on the first throw. DePaul, he might not return this ball game. Tyler Olsen, they might already be building a statue for him in Zebulon. Hand off to Tyson. Tyson, no more running room there. How about the cojones on this guy? Keep it through the air. Olsen a little bit faster than DePaul. Trying to hit that edge, cannot get anywhere. Known more as a scrambler than DePaul is. A little bit faster, a little more athletic when outside the pocket. Here's Olsen. Finds a man, Tyson. Tyson with room past the middle linebacker. And Tyson brings it into the red zone. The Zebulon Zeros striking again here. DePaul back in the game. For the handoff, Tyson with room. Tyson with a Zeros touchdown. They have a 2-possession lead on the North Carolina Tar Heels. DePaul taking the snap simply to give it to his man, Keontae Tyson, running through. Opened up like the Red Sea, and that's an easy touchdown for such a talented guy like Keontae Tyson. Ian Wells to extend the lead, and he shanked it. Oh, boy. How do they respond? The adversity they did not expect to face against a squad of Zeros. None of these guys offered by anybody even remotely close to Power 5. And now they're at the home of a Power 5 squad. 10 points. Momentum on their side. As Hood gets the handoff, Hood gives some momentum back to the Tar Heels. That's a huge run through the teeth of the defense. Just outside the hash marks, he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Lopez looking, getting thrown down. That's another for Love. We love it, baby. 4 sacks on the season, 2 in the game. And in big-time moments, 3rd and 13. Here's the snap. Lopez moving to his left, shakes a defender into coverage, but it's called. Oh, Johnson. Moss is the man. Oh, no. Oh, a chance to make a game-changing interception. Coming across the field. That's forever lonely Alexander Valentine. Just plays behind the receiver instead of in front of him. Could have been game-changing. But yet Carolina back within 3 points. And without a doubt, that's the moment. If the Zeros can't hold on in this one, if they can't find a way to win, that's the moment you're going to look back and say, that is it. That is where you should have had the ball back. You should have had control of the game, up 2 possessions with the football. Are the Zeros losing steam? Some of these guys haven't played football in a long time. 3rd and long. What can Olsen do here? Backing up. The quarterback's coming off the blitz, and the cornerback gets home. Caleb Cross takes down Tyler Olson, and Zebulon will have to punt it back to the Tar Heels. You had a 10-point lead about 2 minutes ago, and now they have a chance to take the lead back. Gauss, first play, about 11 yards on the gain. He's been rushing super efficiently. He's going to take off on the QB keeper, trying to hit that edge. He loses the football! He loses the football! Gio Lopez stripped! Octavius Terrell is the man! It's still Tyler Olson. Tyler Olson, the feed to Page. Page takes an inside cut on the little jet sweep. Tyler Olson. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen in his hands. Was back up. Now is the man. Across the middle. It's going to be a first down. Finds McLawler. The safety valve for both QBs. The red shirt senior, Tyler Olson, riding his odyssey as we speak. To Keontae Tyson, and Tyson near a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup. Taking control. This is your team now, Mr. Olson. Underneath, got his man on target. McLawler with space, trying to cut back inside. Wrapped up by 2 defenders at the 10-yard line, and Keontae Tyson has gone down on the field. Oh, Keontae Tyson. How many will we lose this game? First to Pole. Now Tyson. Teague has to come in and fill the shoes, the sophomore. Teague gets the handoff. Teague trying to cut it outside. Nothing to it. Teague. Tyson has bruised ribs. A chance to return this game, but Zambini is going to keep Teague in for now. This time, though, Strickland. Out the backfield on the passing play. Strickland. Across the middle. Strickland has space. Touchdown, Zeros! Touchdown! Zeros! And it's back to 2 possessions. The snap. Lopez scanning. Lopez trying to move up in the pocket. He finds space where Freeman came down to guard the underneath. Man across the middle. Wide open. And that's going to be a Tar Heels first down. Moving into Zeros territory. It's 3rd and 7 now. Tar Heels near the red zone. Down 10. Across the middle. And man, Johnson is putting his life on the line for some of these. Going up over the head of the defender. No reaction. And into the red zone they go. Goal-to-go situation from the 7-yard line. The Tar Heels, a chance to bring it back to 3 points. And Lopez going to run again. Lopez is going to spin his way in. Second rushing touchdown for Lopez. And the Tar Heels again answer quickly. They don't use much clock at all. And Zebulon is going to be receiving this ball back again, up 3. That was Olson's first incompletion since getting into this game. He's been money. Strickland. On the screen, Strickland's going to get yardage, making it a manageable 3rd down here. Nice play. Olson eclipses 100 yards. 7 completions, 8 attempts. They're sticking with the underneath game, trying to find them drags, finding them little whip routes, and this one's Williamson. When you say you wanted to get him involved, Mr. Zambini, you have been getting him involved. He's got 7 catches, 98 yards, and the big touchdown early in the game. Williamson has been all as advertised, the pigskin angler. Here's Teague. Teague in for the injured Tyson. And Demetrius Williamson now. What more can this night take from us? We were just talking about how good he was doing. And he's taken off the field. Time for Foreman to step out. Time for Page to step up. Page makes a big grab. Page, not quite a first down. It's going to be 3rd and inches. The sophomore to keep the drive alive. Handoff, bounces off at the line and pushes forward. First down, Zeros. They can keep running some clock. What do you have for us, Tyler? Here he is underneath Foreman on the drag. Foreman with space. Caught him in the man look. Caught him lacking. Tyler Olson continues dealing. And the Zeros continue moving into North Carolina territory. The clock keeps ticking to Teague. Teague with space. Teague Near a first down. Timeout, North Carolina. Another Teague handoff. Teague smacked at the line, but it does take another North Carolina timeout off the board. It's not over if you get it, but it's damn sure close. From zeros to heroes, baby! Scooter Page! The stick route is money! And the zeros! They're inching closer and closer! Cameron Teague's gonna get the ball! Olsen to Teague! Oh, Teague! Clock keeps ticking. We will hit the 2-minute warning. Carolina can't do anything to stop it anymore. Hold on to the football. Hold on to the football. Can they ice it? It's going to be Teague. It's going to be Teague! Teague! The dagger! The Zebulon Zeros have come into Chapel Hill and twisted the knife! Unbelievable stuff we're seeing. A minute 58, no timeouts. It is not over yet, but it is sure close. A timely sack, some timely inbounds tackles. This game is over. And the Zeros in their second game would pick up their first victory, when many thought they might not pick up a victory this entire season, let alone against a Power 5 opponent. Across the middle, North Carolina's moving. Lopez calling shots, he just keeps wasting, keep ticking. Across the middle, and Johnson, another big grab. This might take it under a minute 10. And again across the middle. This time he's going to get the first down, so the clock will stop momentarily. But this should take us below 1 minute to go in the game. Lopez has to make something happen real quickly. And it's got to be a miracle. More of a miracle than the Zeros having a 10-point lead in the final minute of the game. Lopez steps up. Lopez is going to run for it. And then he just shoves it off to the number 83. The crashing linebacker over his head, and it's going to be first and goal for the Tar Heels. Zebulon might be burning down right now. 5 County Stadium might be ash. The fans have to be going crazy. They believe. They believed. And that belief might be paying off a lot earlier than anyone expected. In-state opponent, North Carolina Tar Heels. Power 5 ACC franchise. It's going to hit the man on the flat. Johnson's going to score another touchdown. And it all comes down to the onside kick. He held on! He held on! Quincy Blue has done it! The Zeros are gonna win a football game! The final kneel down, and that is it! Celebrate all you can, Zebulon! You just came into the Blue House, and you walked out with a W! No more zeros in that record, baby! You are victorious! And that man, Tyler Olsen, much deserved love from the squad. He came in a big moment, converted, and then continued to convert the rest of the game. And he's got the Zeros their first win in franchise history, and really sparking a debate about who's going to be the starting quarterback the rest of this season as we head home to 5 County Stadium. Taking a look at some of the stats from the game, and DePaul, it's going to be overshadowed by the Olsen hero story, but DePaul was slinging it. 196, 66% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns. But Olsen came in, was almost perfect throwing the ball. 151 yards, 1 touchdown, and led the game-sealing drive amongst others. Tyson was getting some stuff going. A lot of volume this game, more involved in the passing game, and Cameron Teague came in and did his job. putting in that dagger touchdown at the end of the game. Foreman had an all-around great game, but the star, Demetrius Williamson, showed out. Don't know his condition yet with that injury he went down with late in the game, but we'll have to see. Page with 6 receptions, Tyson got 5 through the air, McLawler 4, Strickland 2. I mean, it was getting dished out today. On the defensive side of the ball, man, it's really Jarian Love showing up as the man in this defense. 2 sacks today, 2 sacks against Texas. Octavius Terrell, 1 interception. He had the forced fumble on Lopez that really changed the game, and just overall, dude was doing his thing. Just a heck of a ball game. You gotta love what you saw from Zebulon. It makes you excited for the rest of the season, especially now going back home, 5 County Stadium, to face an FCS team. We'll see what they have, and we'll see you next week, the Zeros Network.